So, welcome to this client interview. I'm here with one of my clients called Ivo. He's going to walk you through his journey and just tell, like all of you guys, a little bit more about himself. So, yeah, tell the people a bit more about yourself, Ivo.
Hello, Alex. I'm Ivo. I am 21 years old. I'm living in the Netherlands and I'm just a normal guy like everybody else. And yeah, I started with my own business. Um, After high school, I always thought that something like entrepreneurship and business, it was something for me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I went on a free call with you, Alex, and you inspired me by uh, by getting with setting up my own business. And yeah, so it started, and now we are here.
And what kind of business do you have?
I have an Instagram page about my own service. I'm a web designer, and yeah, I'm currently benefiting of both. So the web designing as a service and the Instagram team page.
Okay. And in terms of the
Yeah.
website itself, how long did it take you, for example, to get your first few clients? Like I know the whole journey, but all the people listening, they kind of need to get to know you a bit more.
Okay, my first client in the sense of my really first client
Yeah,
or
for
from the
example.
Instagram. So my first client was for my own network
Mm,
because I live here in a village and yeah, like everybody knows each other. So you're going to ask if somebody needs a website or something, and that's where my first client rolled out.
mm.
And along the way, um, if you deliver a good service, they will start talking about you. So a lot of people are known more with you and your service and your quality. So basically, that's how my first client, and so things keep going.
Good stuff, good stuff. And in terms of deciding to work with me, like what made you feel like I would be able to help you a lot more than all these other gurus out there?
Yeah, there are, as you say, a lot of gurus now, especially on Instagram. Um, and I think most of the gurus, what I experienced was that most of the gurus or reacts late or didn't give you much the attention as you give, and
Yeah.
because the most of the gurus are like they want your money. That sounds a little bit stupid, but
Yeah.
you are really into the people, as I can say, if you know what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah. And do you find that
that
really important when you, for example, decide to go for
kind.
a coaching or a mentorship or something like that? Do you find it like important that the service is there and the support?
Yeah, of course. Because if you don't have the service and the mentorship or something like that, I think it will delay your growth of your business. Because with the mentorship, I think you are, yeah, you are growing faster as a person and in your business.
Okay, and it's funny that you say that with like growing as a person, but also your business. Do you feel like
Yeah,
that hand in hand, or what do you
I
decide?
feel for me personally, I think it's hand in hand because if you grow like, how would you? I give you example. How would you would make $10,000 in a month, but you are drinking from Friday till Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work out. And I think like, and that's a really stupid example, but if you grow as a person, you're growing your skills, like communication, and that kind of things, designing, other things, and that's I think especially for your business very important.
Hmm. Interesting. And would you say that you've been able to build up more skills besides the website design in the meantime as well?
Yeah, I think networking is a very important one.
Hmm.
For me personally, I'm a bit a shy person. I'm not the kind of man that yeah, steps in front of people, as I can say it. But networking brings you far,
Okay. And
really
would you
far.
say,
You don't
would
see
you say,
the results direct, but yeah,
yeah, sorry, you're lagging in just a little bit sometimes, but in terms of networking, do you feel like that has allowed you to network more with people, just showing your craft online and showing what you can do?
yeah. Especially because you have a very big network on Instagram, on everything, and also in the mentorship, you're able, yeah, you're open to share your network,
Hmm.
and that gave me the insight to network myself more.
Hmm. So to
So
build up your network
yeah,
with people. And what was your number one advice for people who are looking to build a network?
talking
Yeah? Okay. And what do you
and
mean talking?
be the first one with a question because otherwise they don't come to you.
Okay. And what do you mean with be the first one with a question?
Like if you're networking on Instagram, be the first one to send a message from, hey man, how are you doing? Getting to know each other a bit more. And in real life, just go to events, searching places where people you are, how do you call that? Go for
Like,
places where people are that you want to be.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
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 So
Okay.
that
And in terms of, for example, revenue wise, if you want to share anything about that, where were you at before and where are you at now?
that's a bit funny because my first website was like a 200 euro deal. But yeah, it's your first client. You have to build up your portfolio, etc. And the last one, also with growing the social media, etc., was like a bit over 1,000 euro. So that's a big step.
That's crazy. That's crazy. How do you feel like that changed? Like you being able to charge 1K or 200 bucks?
That's also a bit, yeah, thanks by you because yeah, you have to be secure about yourself. In the beginning, I was a bit insecure. We changed our branding with social media on the website. In the beginning, we didn't look like a professional, as I can say it. But now it's if you see the website and the Instagram page, etc., it's really yeah, it's really seeing like, oh, this is a big one. This I want to deal with this guy.
Oh, so coming off more professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And if you, for example, look at your insecurity before, like, could you tell me a bit more about that? Like, what were you insecure about?
Um, the first thing I was insecure about is by confronting people, like cold calling, that kind of things. Yeah, that's one thing. That was a big problem for me, but now it's getting more easy, like more often you do it. And also another thing is a bit now too,
Hmm.
the prices, because I think I can even ask more now.
Oh, even more. Okay.
Yeah, because if you take an example at your yeah competition, they are asking even more, and I make the same. Yeah, yeah, be more secure or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do feel like I completely agree with you with being able to charge more, and it just translates to how much of a difference you can make in transformation for that business. Like if you are, for example, able to help them set up a whole CRM, set up a whole backend system, like for one client you did with, I think it was a hospital or something, or a pretty,
yeah,
yeah, exactly, really big client with like the health industry, you know.
that's
So
true.
like that transformation, they're just looking for small people that are really good at the craft, kind of like people that make handmade stuff, you know, like little
Mm-hmm.
small businesses that are just super good at what they do, but just undercharge. And
Yeah,
it's going to be an interesting time for sure, also for you, because it's just going to take like, I don't know, three, four, five clients a month to get you to 10K a month, for example, consistently.
yeah.
So it's going to
So
be
that's
very
sick.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was your kind of fear at the start? For example, like starting to show yourself a bit more on social media and just becoming.
Um, In the beginning, I my fear was to share it with my environment, I think, because everyone thinks, oh, entrepreneurship, that's nothing for him, blah blah blah. But as you can see now, it's for everybody. If you put the work in, then the results will come.
Okay. And why do you think that, where do you think that feeling may have come from?
Um, Maybe the anxiety to lose people or something.
Yeah, that they basically judge you and
Yeah, something like that, I think.
okay. And do you feel looking back, you think differently looking back at that time where you were feeling that way, or are you still feeling that way in a certain way, or
Yeah, I've changed a lot. In the beginning, I was very, as I said, if in the beginning, from Friday till Sunday, drinking, blah blah blah.
hmm,
That's changed a little bit for me. I'm seeing my friends too, but yeah, less than in the beginning. But that's only one thing. I think as a person, also business-wise and personal, I changed. I'm a bit serious about things now because I want to grow in life, and yeah, you have to give up certain things for that.
hmm. Yeah, that's a very good wise saying.
Yeah.
And in terms of your expectations, like what were your goals slash expectations with the program? Like why did you start with it? Why did you want to get more into it?
Yeah, I started with it because I thought also it is an that was the first reason, and the second reason was because I wanted to join a community um, with like-minded people,
Hmm.
and I found a place with you.
And if you, for example, just look at like that, what you just said with like the group of people, do you feel like that's different from other masterminds or mentorships you've ever been in, or?
Yeah, I've been not so many masterminds before, but it's a really, how do you call that? A really, yeah, good group, or yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know the English word right now, but it is a really good group that gives feedback to each other, are yeah, are into each other,
yeah,
like
yeah,
with serious things, not with funny. But either everybody wants to help each other.
yeah, yeah. Instead of being one another, just consuming knowledge and that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
And just to kind of sum it up, what are your kind of three top takeaways with this program being more unique than other ones, or things you thought like after, like holy shit, like this stuff is really good.
Uh, First one, all the videos and all the templates, the documents are you've put really much work into it, but it's very useful, and I don't think that every other guru or mentor has so many videos and explanations about things. So that's the first one. Um, Second one, I think um, also the service. It's really good. We have the weekly calls, yeah, the coaching calls. We can ask you for advice. We have also the group chat. Yeah, it's really for me. Are these two things are the most important.
Okay. Okay. And an additional third one to finish it off as a bonus one.
Um, yeah, that's a good one. Um, yeah, I think
Maybe a piece of knowledge that allowed you to go from, well, zero revenue to, well, I'm not going to disclose exactly how much, but a decent amount of money per month right now.
that's not especially one advice, but it's like everybody else is saying, every guru or life coach, never give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, never give up.
Just take action.
And yeah, take action, hard work, and the results will come.
And what's your kind of number one piece of advice, just as the last thing to finish this interview off, that you want to give to beginners, people looking to start a business, even businesses looking to go online or share
Yeah.
more about like what they do exactly, what would be a thing you would say, okay, this is like the number one thing?
Okay. I have got it. Invest in yourself. That's
Okay.
a really
What
important one.
what do you mean with that?
Um, Look, if you take as an example, if you take a course for 500 or 1,000 euro, you have so many knowledge in that course or coaching that it will prevent you from mistakes that are going to cost you a heck of more money. So investing in yourself, it's like a mentorship, books, coaching, maybe premium podcasts or something. You can
Mm,
name it yourself, but investing in yourself is always very useful also for in future because knowledge don't get away.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for having this interview with me and sharing
Yes.
more about like your experience and obviously giving the valuable pieces of information about the lessons you've basically been able to learn throughout your journey, but also to share with one another. It's just a start, you know. I'm really excited to see where obviously we go from here, but also if anyone listening to this needs a sick ass website, go to Evo. He is the man when it comes down to SEO, SEA, but also especially websites. So yeah, thank you again, and I
Yes.
appreciate you coming on.
No problem. Thank you.
Cool. Bye bye.
Bye bye.